Monday, Tuesday, Gronk Day. Four-time Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski is here to solve the Patriots. No, that's too tall of a task. We won't ask him that, but he has a weekly residency on Up and Adams. It's Up in Gronkster. And I booked a special guest to come say hello to his not-so-little 6'6" friend. I'm excited for that mystery guest, by the way, not C.J. Gardner-Johnson, because, yes, Deebo is, in fact, on the program today. What happened there? What happened there? Where does it stand? Who's beefing? What's going on? Is he playing this week? And underreactions, who are we not talking about enough? Who crushed it and needs and deserves more love? Tweet me right here. Comment below this video that you're seeing on your Twitter. The Dolphins defense, yes, please. A guy whose name rhymes with Schmenard Schmoid, absolutely. Kelsey and Taylor, oh yeah, no. Samuel on the program, Rob Gronkowski on the program. I heard a little birdie tell me that Sam Howell will be on the show later this week. Ooh, girl, we love Sam. Like, what did Sam Howell dress up as for Halloween? They're taking on the Giants. They're both from the Charlotte area.
He's got to be Teen Wolf, right?
Teen Wolf would have been a good one. But I mean, if Daniel Jones told us yesterday that he dressed up as Steve Smith, like Jake Delhomme, is that who he did? Jimmy Clausen, is that who our boy Sam Howell dressed as? Or a werewolf, Teen Wolf, like you said? Oh, I hear he's on the show. We'll see. Is he going to show up? I don't know, because whatever. Deebo was supposed to be on yesterday. He couldn't make it. We got to get an injury update. We got to talk about, he's faced this week, who has he got?
Florida State, right?
No. Who does Deebo got? Niners?
Oh, Vikings.
Vikings, and he only faced him once in his career?
Yep, and he got two touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Can we
do
better? Is it a big Deebo day? Taking your tweets at Up and Adams Show. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. It is Wednesday, so it means it's not only Gronk Day, who's logging in to chat right now, but it's also, like I said, underreactions. We do this every Wednesday. What aren't we talking about? And we go right to Miami, where I'll be next week for like 12 seconds, but also where this Dolphins offense and their numbers have been absolutely staggering, and everybody's talking about it. Dolores is at the water cooler talking about it. Everybody's doing their thing. We're all aware they're having a very special season on that side of the ball. I mean, look at this. We'll just set the table this way. They're averaging a touchdown more per game than the next closest team, over 100 more yards per game, and over 2 more yards per play than every other team in the league. That is bananas. And while we all know about the speed and the big playability of this team, by the way, Gronk is like weirdly wedging that door open about retirement, saying Miami and Mike McDaniels where he wants to go. Your only clickbait should be on our show when it comes to playing for another team, by the way. But they're also doing something else that we are underreacting to, and it's not the off-white Air Force Ones that got so much play, like nobody's ever seen a pair of sneakers before with this coach. It was very weird. But here's what we're not talking about enough. The Dolphins scoring touchdowns on 80.8% of their red zone drives, and that is the highest percentage in the Super Bowl era. That is huge. And what makes that extra huge and sort of especially significant is what's happening around the rest of the league right now. Defenses have been winning in the red zone at a rate that we have not seen in over a decade. I'm not being hyperbolic here. The league average for red zone scoring is a measly 53.3% through week 6. That is the lowest that we've seen in the NFL since 2011. And if you take the Dolphins out of that conversation, this is one of the bottom 5 seasons in red zone scoring that we have ever seen. People ring the alarms. I love offense. What's going on here? So while there's, old dudes yelling at clouds, the Grandpa Simpson, like that gif or whatever, and they're trying to take away what the Dolphins are doing elsewhere because passing numbers and scoring and yards have all shot up across the board and the rules are different, blah, 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 blah. What? This record-setting pace is transcending eras and happening at a time when red zone efficiency has been plummeting everywhere else. So instead of instantly arguing and saying things like, the 07 Pats, well, they were better, things were better back in the day, yelling at a cloud, or wherever you want to go. But can we just enjoy the history that we're watching happen right now? Can we please? Up and Adam Show. Tweet us. Next, let's stay in the AFC East, where I think... No, in fact, I know. We are underreacting to Leonard Floyd. And what is it with the Bills? Bills fans, I see you. I know what's going on here. Some fans wanted the team to go after DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, I was one of those fans. Or like the Dalvin Cook, like run the ball, bounce the offense. Dalvin Cook, add more firepower, a red zone guy. They don't do either of those things, and they go and get Leonard Floyd to help boost what's like, the pass rush is already great. Why are they doing this? What is that? Well, it was smart, and we're not giving it enough love, and here it goes. Floyd has been a star for this number 3 ranked defense. Currently ranked 6th in the NFL with 6.5 sacks. That's more than Myles Garrett has so far this year. So, I don't mean to shoot fire at Myles Garrett. That was the stupidest thing I've ever done. He's got 1.5 off the league lead. And to put this on to perspective, I'm scared of Myles Garrett coming after me. No, Myles, we love you. Taylor Lewan does not. I do. The Bills haven't had an edge rusher record more than 8 sacks in a single season since Josh Allen got to Buffalo in 2018. And Floyd is close to topping that. We're 6 weeks into the season, people. The Bills have tried everything to solve the pass rush problem. They invest in a ton of draft picks on that front. They make the big splash with Von Miller, of course. Like that didn't quite work out. But signing Floyd nearly 3 months after free agency began, that's what's giving them the edge that they have been looking for. You know, they brought in pieces, whatever, but like it hasn't all super worked out. So they need something to go after the Mahomeses of the world and the Burrows and all the superstar quarterbacks in the AFC. I'm super into this move. Leonard Floyd, 14 tackles, 6.5 sacks, and growing going into week 7. Now, I talked about this one early on in the season, and I have to update it because it's only gotten crazier and crazier and more staggering. While there has been so much love heaped onto Dan Campbell and offensive coordinator Ben Johnson and Jared Goff, like there's MVP buzz about him, PFF puts him as the #1 guy with their metrics, like we're still not giving enough love to what Aaron Glenn and the Lions defense is doing right now. Check it. The Lions D, this is like the fastest transformation ever, okay? This is one of those like TLC shows where they change like a billiard room into an apothecary overnight, and you're like, what? How did they do it? They've gone from 28th in scoring defense last year to 9th, dead last in yards allowed to 7th. And they have the best run defense in the NFL this year after ranking 29th a season ago. Their third down defense has gone from 30th to 4th. This is the glow up of this century when it comes to the NFL. But I'm not even, I know I'm being dramatic, but this is as dramatic a turnaround as I've seen, okay? And it makes it so much more impressive when you think about the injuries that they've suffered, blow after blow. They bring in Emmanuel Mosley, and they're like, dude, do your thing, turn around this cornerback group, do Nakua, whatever. And he missed the first 4 games. And he tears his ACL 2 snaps into his return. And then they make this big splash in free agency. Like I said, Okudah didn't quite work out. So they're like, hey, CJ Gardner-Johnson, feisty, great guy. He comes, he tears his pec, and he's on IR. So Brian Branch, star rookie, he's been out. He hasn't been able to get out there and do exactly what he wants to do. Somehow how is this defense balling out anyway? Aaron Glenn, what are you? What are you, Aaron Glenn? And he's going to start working his way, I'm telling you right now, into this head coaching conversation with everything he's doing, and the Aiden Hutchinsons, and the Anzalonis, and the Josephs, Kirby Josephs, the Cam Suttons. They deserve a ton of love here for picking up the slack with all of those injuries. Now, they do have a big test this weekend. This has the potential, this video, to be one of those, like, you said this, and it didn't work out because you got the Ravens. The Ravens, they haven't looked the best that they've looked. They haven't put it all together. We'll see if they can keep it up, and if so, Aaron Glenn coming to an NFL head coaching gig near you. Okay, now something that we don't ever underreact to. Do we have Mr. Rob Gronkowski? Is he available? There he is. Gronk, how are you?
Hey guys.
What's up? What's up, big man?
What's up, Kay? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. You've been busy. We got lots to talk about. Listen, tomorrow night, let's just start right here. We got the Jags. No, first of all, let's start right here. Are you trying to go to the Dolphins?
All right, I heard you say that a little bit earlier, that I'm not allowed to say groundbreaking news about me coming back to football unless I'm on the Kay Adams Show. Well, the Kay Adams Show is a FanDuel show, and I'm with FanDuel, and they had me go on another, segment that FanDuel sponsors, and that's where that news came from, on the Ryan Russillo Show. So he's
I love Ryan Russillo.
Exactly, he's another FanDuel guy. So hey, Kay, only with the FanDuel group.
Okay, but what makes it, like, is there any truth to that, or are you just, you're just putting it out there into the ether for kicks?
No, there was absolutely no truth out there. He asked me what offense I would love to play in this year, in this era. And I just said it would be really cool to play in the offensive scheme of the Miami Dolphins, because they have so many wide receivers running around. They have so much speed that middle of the field, it would be wide open for a tight end like myself. And that's what I said. There was no talk about me coming back.
You'd score 1 million touchdowns, and we just wouldn't have to finish the season if you went down there with what they're doing on their offense. So that's crazy. All right, we got a game tomorrow. We always like to start with a Thursday night here. We usually do a same game parlay. Obviously, let's get to This Trevor, well, all right, okay, let's see. Let me see. I actually don't even know where we are. Trevor Lawrence's status is up in the air, so we're gonna wait on that one. But is there somebody in this game, my friend, between the Jags and the Saints that you have your eye on?
Yes, there is, and it's actually technically not a player, okay? And no matter what the players do, I just want to see better offensive plays ran for them. So I want to see Pete Carmichael have a big game. Yes, Pete Carmichael, the offensive coordinator for the New Orleans Saints. They just have too many weapons on the offensive side of the ball to be inconsistent. They got Hill, they got Kamara, they got Thomas. So I want to see Pete Carmichael bring a creative game plan against a very talented Jaguars defense.
All right, Jags at Saints. So we got that going on. I'm going to say in this game, I was not ready for you to say Pete Carmichael. Now I feel like not cool for picking like a player and like a low-hanging fruit. But it's kind of all about Travis Etienne to me, right? Trevor's dealing with this knee issue. We don't know if he's playing. You and I haven't set the parlay yet because we don't even know what's going on. It's hard to do it until we know what's going on tomorrow. But I would say that, by the way, there is a parlay coming. So everybody who's waiting for our parlays, which have been pretty good this season, and there are no sweat bets, like wait for it'll be up tomorrow. You got to think they're going to lean on Travis, even if he's playing, or on Etienne, even if Lawrence goes and he's not 100%, right? Like, he's leading all running backs in touches this season, and that's wild. It's not Derrick Henry, it's not Christian McCaffrey, it's Travis Etienne, people, and he's been crushing it, especially really over the last 2 weeks. He's like up above 100 yards per game. He's scored 4 touchdowns, so I think they're going to have him have another big game if Trevor isn't 100%. Now, I hear that you're stoked about, and you said that it was the game of the week, Lions-Bucks last week.
I did say it was game of the week, and it kind of was, but the Buccaneers, they didn't really show out like how I thought they would. You know, they were kind of stomped on the offensive side of the ball, but you got to give it to the Detroit Lions. They're a very good team. I think they're one of the top teams in the league, probably top 3, top 4 teams in the league. Their defense is outstanding. Their run defense is great, as you just showed earlier on the show, that they're #1 in the league. And the Buccaneers, they have absolutely no run game, and it continued from last year. They're still in the what are they this year? They were dead last year in the category in the run game. Are they any better this year in the run game? I'm not really sure. And you're going versus the Detroit Lions, so unfortunately, it wasn't as good of a game that I was hoping for. But you got to give it to the Lions. They're a good team.
Which is why I'm surprised that you picked the Dolphins, because I get it, and I know you love Florida, and there's that, and there's no tax or whatever. But you love Sam Laporta, you love Dan Campbell, tight end coach. I'm surprised you don't want to go suit up for the old Detroit squad for a bit.
Actually, when Dan Campbell, I was watching him on Hard Knocks and everything, and just his press conferences, I'm definitely in love with that guy. I mean, he's definitely a great coach. He's one of the coaches that would be a great guy to play for. There's no doubt about that. He was a fellow tight end. He understands the position, and he just brings the energy every single day, you know. You love the coaches that bring the juice out of you, that make you want to practice, that make you want to go out on the field and run somebody over. And that's who Dan Campbell is. I also like, you can have a couple coaches that you like when you're not playing anymore, There's also a couple coaches that you want to play for in the league, I would say as well, that if you had a choice. But I think, though, this week we got the Detroit Lions. We're talking about the Lions and the Miami Dolphins, but the Lions play Baltimore Ravens coming up this week, and it's a big game for both teams. There's no doubt about it. And if the Detroit Lions win this game, this is a bet that people should put on right now, is that Jared Goff is 8th in the MVP voting right now for his odds. So if he wins this game versus the Baltimore Ravens, I think he's going to skyrocket right up and be one of the favorites to win MVP this year. And I think he deserves it. He's still a great quarterback, and he's still the least talked quarterback in the league too. And he's still putting up great numbers, and he's leading the Detroit Lions to a winning season right now, and possibly a Super Bowl contender.
I mean, in this MVP race, a road win against the Ravens, and that would be a brilliant sort of tip in the cap and a great value over on FanDuel Sportsbook. I like that take. We're going to keep him coming. I think Daboll's jealous. He didn't just talk about him. He's probably smoking a cigar on his desk, or he's got 2 cigars in both sides of his mouth trying to just figure it out. We're going to be back after this because Gronk's not done, everybody. Gronk's got some thoughts about National Tight End Day. We're going to talk to Deebo Samuel. He'll be on the show all after this. It's Gronk Day on Up and Adams. I think that tease, obviously, when we took the top 3 lists should have been changed. And on that, setting up the Thursday parlay, it just scrolled right past it. So that's why I was like, oh, it just scrolled right, yeah. So then I didn't have it I didn't have it queued up. Go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. That one was what? Just the prompter. All right. I think I'm okay. We're gonna come in and we're doing a music video for our Gronkster. Ryan Russillo doesn't do that for you, does he, Gronk? I saw the thing, and then I saw the 2028 flag football thing with Gronk, and like Bleacher Report had like millions and millions of.
I know.
I mean, I'm trying to think like, and I'll ask him about like, would you really want to do? I would want to do that.
I mean,
I would absolutely want to go play flag.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? You're gonna get an Olympic medal.
You don't get hurt, hopefully. Like
I cannot wait. Well, I can wait for 2028. That sounds like a lot more years from my life.
Really far away.
That sounds terrible.
Speaking of Ryan Russillo.
Get to go to Paris?
I hope we get
No, that's 2020.
No, that's
2024.
That's this year. Yeah.
2028's right here, baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's my dream. I'm trying to freelance and work for that so bad.
Yeah?
Why not? It's just like a bucket list item.
In 2028, yeah.
Why not?
It's gonna take over LA.
That'd be so cool.
There's a lot of talk about, yeah.
But
I think it's.
Should we,
how are people going to drive to things? The infrastructure.
should we put our houses on Airbnb
Okay,
now?
that sounds great.
Yes. My dad put our house on for or my friend's dad put our house on for when the Pope came to Philly.
Hey, can you look up really?
Yes.
Can you look at the schedule for the Bengals?
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta get to Cincinnati for a game.
Yes, you do.
And I do feel like, and we're going to talk to Sam. Like we need to. Actually, to add to the Sam just questioning, like we have to pick a game I'm going to.
Yeah.
I gotta get to a Commanders game. That was so fun. Training camp there
We're
was so
playing
fun.
the 49ers next Sunday. Not this Sunday, but
There?
next Sunday. No, at 49ers.
No.
You got Steelers 26.
Bills Bengals, November 5th.
Bills Bengals, November 5th there. Ooh, that might be it.
Spicy.
That might be it.
Spicy meatball right there.
We haven't done a trip in a minute here.
Texans at
Risky.
Bengals too.
Texans, Bengals.
Texans, AJ Stroud.
The old world tight end, the 6'7" freak. You can call me the GOAT. Rob Gronkowski. Touchdown! Oh my goodness. Go. Holy guacamole. The greatest of all time. Yo, they call me GOAT.
He's the GOAT. It's Rob Gronkowski. Rob, you told me once that you disguised yourself in airports and you really touted your skills in that, like it was a superpower. Nobody can see me, whatever, I'm 6'6", I can hide. You've been on Dumois back-to-back weeks, spotted, walking your dog, walking Ralphie, I forget the other one from last week, you're all over the place. Dumois cannot, they don't see your costume.
What's Dunois?
You don't know what Dunois is?
What word is that? What does that mean?
You don't know what Dumois is?
No.
Oh, it's like Gossip Girl. It's like a Gossip Girl in real life when they just people just send in where they see 6'6" future Hall of Fame tight ends.
So I was caught walking Ralphie again?
Yeah, I forget there was another one from this. They were walking Ralphie somewhere. I wanted to ask you about it last week, and then I wasn't going to say anything, but then it was back to back, and it was like Gronk spotted. I forget what it was or where you were. I'll have to go back and look. But basically, you might need a better costume.
Paparazzi. They always get you, Kay.
But now
They
everybody's paparazzi. We have a special guest joining the
Everybody
show to bug you in a bit, and he has a fun paparazzi-ish story about you about a late night out with him. So I can't wait to get our mystery guest on the program.
Cool.
But do you have any guesses on who it is, or do you know? You know.
He's probably a former Patriots player.
Okay.
Is my first guess.
Uh-huh.
He was probably drafted in the second round, like myself. That's my second guess.
Yeah.
And the next time I'm going on the show next week, Wednesday. I will never look at your tweets again before the show starts because it gives it away every single time.
No, we didn't do it the last time. We didn't do it with Chris Hogan, and we didn't do it with Nink when we surprised you. But today, I texted it to everyone.
I'm still going to act surprised, Kay.
Yeah, Richard is in my ear, and he's like, he's not going to know. He doesn't even, like, he's not going to see it. And I go, he just retweeted, like, he sees it. You, like, the incompetence is staggering.
Richard, you messed up with the tweet.
I know.
Don't tweet the special guest next time.
Day1.
Ryan Russillo would never. He would never. Yeah, we are going to have, I mean, he was my fantasy football team name for a while. So fresh, so Vereen. That was it. That was it for a while. All right, I want to talk to you about tight ends, okay? Because you are the master. You are a 4-time Super Bowl champion, okay? You put Sam Laporta on the map. You're doing all of this. And apparently we are in mid-celebrations for what National Tight End. I thought it was a day. Apparently it's like birthdays in your 20s. They're week-long celebrations. What makes this era, which I believe is the golden era of the tight end, like the last 10 years. What makes it so special and stick out? And how proud are you of what's going on with that brotherhood?
Yes, well, first off, there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of cues that make a tight end so special now these days. And there's a big difference from where the tight ends were from back in the day to where they are now. First off, tight ends get paid a lot more than what they used to. They used to be like the running backs of this era. Like no one cared about them. No one would pay them. Everyone would give them minimum wage, like in the NFL. So that's, most crucial is they're getting paid more. And also now they're more versatile. Back in the day, they were kind of like you just either had a blocking tight end or you had a tight end that was just going out for passes. But majority of them were just straight blockers, especially in the 90s and early 2000s. Only a select few guys there were, like a Tony Gonzalez and like a Jason Witten, who started really transforming the tight end position to where it is now. And then on top of it, they are the focal point of the offense now in majority of the offenses. When you have a good tight end, you have to focus on them. And if you don't, they're going to keep just repeating themselves with catches over the middle of the field and getting first downs continuously. And you see that happen now these days a lot more. And also, they spread out around the field a lot more. A tight end, depending on how versatile they are, they can line up in the backfield. They can line up at the wide receiver position. A tight end can line up on the line right next to an offensive tackle. So just overall, the tight end position has transformed tremendously in positive ways that you cannot imagine where it would have been compared to like 2000, 2001, 2002, and in the 90s.
I hope, I'm not trying to, a lot of that's because of you. I hope you know that, or I don't know if you hear about that from the younger generation, but even just thinking about it, that offense in New England ran through you. You revolutionized what the tight end is. Do you feel that way? Do you feel that?
I definitely would say I was a part of it. I mean, I wouldn't just say it was just totally myself. There was other players, Jimmy Graham, you got Travis Kelce now. You had Tony Gonzalez before me. Antonio Gates, but I would say as a whole, we revolutionized the position. I would say I revolutionized it in the way of being able to block a guy in line and also going out all the way outside, spread out 3 by 1, and I'm the guy that's by myself in the 3 by 1 formation, and then Tom throwing me a fade route versus a corner, versus a safety, or versus a linebacker, whoever would line up versus me. So just planting yourself on an island, I would definitely say I kind of started that tradition. You really didn't see much of that in the tight end era, with tight ends throughout the NFL, but now you see it a ton. Especially with a guy like Travis Kelce. He goes one-on-one a lot out there at the wide receiver position. And also, you were just showing my highlights, Kay. Every single time I come out on the show, I'm kind of getting sick of seeing my receptions and catches and stuff. I want to see the next time. I'm challenging the whole K production to bring out some of my blocking plays. That's what I'm most proud of, is me pancaking some guys, tossing some guys, the running backs running behind me, like a special guest, Shane Vereen. Ask him about it. He loved running behind me. The running backs love, having an outside sweep with me leading the way. So I want to see some blocking highlights.
I think it's
that
fair.
Transforms the position.
We can't even get a graphic up that keeps our mystery guests under wraps, and you think we're going to be able to find? Come on, give me 2 weeks to make it out. We will do that.
All
and
right,
I like that. I like that. That's what you're most proud of, and I like that you bring up Tony Gonzalez, because I think about, like, for the tight end to be the primary option, like, that was Tony, that was ahead of your time, but you really were one of those guys where, like, it really sort of ran through you. In the history of the NFL, is there a tight end that you think you wish, if you could pick and make a wish and be like, man, I wish this guy had more love while he was playing, even now? Is there a tight end that you, like, wish was on the map more for whatever the qualities are that you love about the tight end position?
The tight end for the New York Giants back in the day, and Coach Bill Belichick coached him as well. Yes, Mark Navarro, actually. Mark Navarro. Sorry, Kay, my brain's just not
No, all good.
Right now, but Mark Navarro
Why
was
him?
an absolute beast. I actually have a friend that I'm very close to. He's about the same age as Mark Navarro, and he played versus Mark Navarro, and he just still to this day, he goes, yeah, Gronk, you're a great tight end. You're the best, but let me tell you, Mark Navarro, I had to go versus him. He was the strongest guy that ever blocked him in his life. And my friend never got pancaked, never lost a fight in his life. And he said Mark Navarro took him and just absolutely tossed him, and said Mark Navarro's hands were the strongest hands he's ever felt in his life. And he's the one that really started transitioning the tight end position back in the day, in the blocking game and in the receiving games. He was a complete tight end. So Mark Navarro, I wish he kind of played in this era, and it would have been super cool to play with Mark Navarro as well, a fellow beast.
He's a two-time Super Bowl champ with the Giants. Everybody in my ear is telling me his highlights are crazy. I've got to check him out, and that's all that matters. He was running through the Niners and Cowboys defenses, and I'm told no one could tackle him. So that's fun homework for anybody out there who's trying to celebrate National Tight End Day/week and everything. And shout out, of course, we'll talk to Deebo here in a second, to what Kittle has done to sort of make that a thing. And we want to get to some of these games, right? Dolphins at Eagles. Okay, thoughts on the Sunday night game? You got to get your thoughts. Is it really? I would like to know from the Philly vantage point, because Ian Rappaport is reporting that they go out and they signed Julio Jones. This offense, not that explosive. Jalen's throwing interceptions. It's weird. Is this signing of Julio Jones, who you know really well, a needle mover?
I think it's a great signing. I don't see really any negatives from the signing. I can only see an upbeat positive with the signing. Julio Jones, he's a good player. If he can help out at all, then that's a good signing. It's not like you're paying the guy $20 million. He probably signed for $1 million or $2 or $3 million, which is nothing in this salary cap era. So I think it was a great signing. Yes, if he has a couple catches, that's great. Especially it moves the needle tremendously, though, is if he's back to his playing days form, like when he was playing in 2016, 2017, when he was just putting up an outrageous amount of numbers, over 100 yards a game, a touchdown a game. So if he can do that again, that's going to be crucial. That's going to put the Eagles on the map. Their offense is going to be super explosive then.
Marissa, our resident Philly fan, Gronk just said if he catches a couple of passes and he can somehow get back to 2016 Julio Jones 1,000-yard seasons, what do you make of that?
That was so long ago, Gronk. What the heck? I was like 16 in 2016.
Hey, there's always hope. There's always hope. He took off. You just never know. Some guys, they can bounce back and be tremendous. So, but I don't see it really happening. The chances of that happening, probably 5%. But I was just throwing it out there to say if happens, it's going to be scary.
So you're saying there's a way that he could hang out with Aaron Rodgers and get whatever cheat codes are happening to his Achilles.
I'm down.
There you go. Exactly, Kay.
Just a little turmeric, little whatever, holistic stuff, little juju, whatever. Okay, what makes you... Listen, this is a great game. I like that we wanted to talk about this game. It's the Fins, it's the Birds. We got defense, we got offense, we got all this. We got, the Eagles needing to bounce back. This could be a Super Bowl preview, question mark?
It possibly could be, and what's cool about this game is that it's Tua versus Jalen Hurts. They were both the quarterbacks at Alabama at one time. And you got to really think about it. Coach Nick Saban, imagine that decision he had to make. He had a Jalen Hurts as the quarterback, national championship winner, and he benched him for Tua. And then Jalen Hurts transferred to Oklahoma to go be the quarterback there. And now they're facing each other both as the starting quarterback in the NFL. But just imagine if you were in Nick Saban's shoe, how you bench your starting quarterback for Tua for a guy that already won you a national championship. That's mind-blowing. I would never really want to be in that situation. Plus, it's actually the best situation you could be in. You have two amazing quarterbacks. So this is kind of like a battle of who's Nick Saban's favorite player is Tua versus Jalen Hurts this game.
I like it. I'm just picturing Tua to Gronk, 99-yard catch and run, touchdown, score, crazy dance. Who's Travis Kelce? Who are we talking about him? That's not the tight end. Rob Gronkowski is still the tight end of note in the NFL. We're going to take a break here. We've got Deebo Samuel on the other side. We're very excited about that. That's my Super Bowl pick. They're going to the Super Bowl. They're winning. I don't care about last week. We're moving on with Deebo after this on Up and Adams. And more with Gronk right here. Maybe we can get Deebo. I think Deebo's ready. We're in a break, but we're on YouTube. Gronk.
Yes.
Did you see this hip drop tackle thing?
Yes, Mike just showed it to me. I think it's you barely even see the hip drop tackle. And I think it's just making the game even more soft again. You barely see it, and if a guy's in that position and that's the only way they can take someone down, then you got to do that, or else you're not going to make the tackle. So I think it's a bad rule. I think they should, bring not whatever they did. They canceled. They're going to make it a flag if you do that, or a penalty. But the NFL is just getting too soft now. I think it should still be allowed. You really don't see it, and if you're in that position, you got to do what you got to do to take someone down.
Yeah, they're trying to outlaw these tackles. But I mean, Gino was like real upset when it happened. And then, I don't know, did you see Tom Brady? He said on his podcast, which is, I hear Tom said it's more like flag football. But like Tom also Bennett, I mean, does Tom play till 45 if the rules don't change? Some of those rules help, right?
Well, I mean, Tom, you got to appreciate that rule. You're a quarterback. I mean, it was already flag football for you, brother. There's some of those calls for you last year. Your last year, they barely touched you, especially a call with the Atlanta Falcons, and they were getting a 15-yard roughing the passer penalty. So all the rules go to your favor, Tom. So, and you're not playing anymore, so that's why you're saying that.
Well, your other teammate, I believe 3-time Super Bowl champion, Devin McCourty, he chimed in too. He sort of agrees with you. What was his tweet? He said, two-hand touch coming soon. Game's getting too soft, Gronk, huh?
Yeah, it's getting too soft. I mean, I agree with Devin on that one. Two-hand touch will be coming soon. And going back to Geno Smith, he actually wasn't really mad about the tackle.
Oh.
He was mad because it was out of bounds. The guy literally tackled him out of bounds, and that's what he was mad about when I saw Geno Smith's quote. So I don't even think he was mad about the tackle. So I don't even know why it was brought up and the rule is getting changed.
It's weird. I just like asking you this stuff because I know the hitting. Just like, how can you even make a tackle? You can't control your body when you're falling.
Exactly. If you're in that position and that's the only way you can pull them down, or else you got to let them go. That's BS. This is tackle football now. You got to take them down.
Weird. All right, this is called an oil blotter, everybody. We're back on in 20 seconds with Deebo Samuel. I don't know, does Deebo think the game's too soft? We're going to do it right now with our guy. All right, let's do it. Deebo, 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 Deebo!
You ain't on the team, but do you like Deebo? Deebo.
Man, I'm big. I'm bad. Deebo Samuel to full race. My goodness.
I won't quit. Keep on grinding.
And he makes the catch.
Man, I'm big.
Deebo Samuel is here. Deebo, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Who do we have here?
I can't hear you.
Deebo, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Who do we have here? Hello, good morning. Hi,
Hey.
beautiful.
My son.
Oh my gosh, what an angel. What's his name? Hi.
Say Tyshawn.
Oh, Tyshawn's like, it's early. It's 8:30 in the morning. Tyshawn, how's your dad feeling? Good?
Yeah, I'm all right.
That's a good. Tyshawn, smile if Daddy's playing this week against the Vikings. Smile. Yeah? Oh, I think we got a confirmation. We love that. Listen, we're so excited to talk to you each and every Tuesday. Of course, we missed you last week. We've got injuries. We've got lots of stuff to talk about. And I know I'm joking about the injuries and stuff, but it was a scary first quarter situation, right? You are the guy. You're the weapon, I think, for this Niners squad. So tell me, an update on how you're feeling, how it's going.
Right now it's a little sore. Well, kind of a lot of sore. Actually, kind of like day to day. It actually happened like the first play of the game. He kind of like caught me in the bicep, and like I never had a stinger before, so I never knew like what it felt like. So it kind of went numb for a little minute, and then I got all my feeling back, and then I was just like in too much pain to go back out there.
What does a stinger feel like?
I have no idea. I never had one.
So it wasn't a stinger.
I don't know.
Tyshawn's like, excuse me, he doesn't have to answer those questions about his health. He'll tell you when he's ready to go out there. Well, I think the faithful doesn't like hear, that's to hear that you said it's sore and then it's really sore. Nobody likes that.
I know, I don't like it myself. But, we're going to do everything possible to try to get ready for Monday and just see how it goes during the week. But from Sunday to now, it's like it's way much better than what it was.
Well, I'm happy to hear about that because you got CMC, we got all that going on. Let's go to the fun stuff here. You run hot, and I need to know what happened. Take me to the beginning of the game against Cleveland, before the ball even snapped. Y'all aren't even like breaking a sweat yet. What happened with the Browns?
Man, I just think they was in the way of our big guys was coming out, and we was waiting on them, and then they got the yapping a little bit, and you know how that just gonna go.
Well, no, but I feel like you started a TikTok trend because you did this, and then you had the Bills beefing the Giants, then you had like everyone started fighting before the game. The Cowboys and Chargers were fighting. I was like, why is everyone fighting?
Nah, we wasn't even fighting. A fight is when you throw punches. You throw punches, you get ejected. That's why you didn't see too many punches strong.
I saw Eckler got. I mean, there's a lot of weird scrappiness going on in the week, in the game in Week 7. Did you see what happened to Eckler?
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Was that a fight?
Say, hey, mama. Yeah, that was a little different from ours. We wasn't throwing too many punches because if the referees see it, like you can get ejected before the game starts.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody's trying to punch you, and definitely nobody's trying to punch Trent, huh?
Nah, not at all.
No. Does Trent have a soft side?
He has 4 daughters, so yeah, he has a soft side.
I love that. I thought that the fight might have happened. The guesses here were between me and Marissa, my producer, were that it's because the Browns were copied your boombox entrance.
Nobody care about that.
Nobody?
No.
Why did they do that? Why do people think they can get under your skin? It's weird.
Well, I don't know. We didn't even know they did it until yesterday, the day before yesterday.
All right. After the loss, what's the entrance song going to change to now?
Just got to be more efficient on offense. We can't start behind the sticks a lot. We had a lot of penalties on offense. Missed a lot of opportunities. I kind of went out the game, so it kind of put a lot of pressure on Ray from learning the slot receiver to going to learn my position because he's the guy that kind of do a lot of things that I'm capable of doing. And I feel like it was just a lot in like just throwing at him real fast. And so we were just trying to do our best to get him ready and stuff like that.
Does the boombox song change now?
We don't know yet. We don't think about boombox.
Tayshawn's like, nope. He just said absolutely not. That's not what's going to happen. We're going to stop showing this footage because we're not trying to make Deebo mad. Deebo's a friend of our show, though we've had GJ on the show. He's been on the program before. Why are we fighting with everybody? What's going on there? What do I need to know?
What's so crazy? I ain't know a bro I have no idea where that even came from. He probably was just thinking about me or something. So I don't even know where that came from.
Did you see the IG Live?
Yeah, that was comedy.
Can we play it? Will you get mad if we play it? Oh.
No. It looked like you about to cry.
Bro, listen, don't be friendly when you see me. Cause you be so flashy. You better hope, bro. You better hope all that talking you be doing when we see y'all, whatever round it may be. Cause I can guard you. You can't run routes. You're a running back. I ain't gonna sit here and play with you, little boy. Just cause you got a little bag, people gave you a little clout, man, you ain't nothing, bro. Stop playing.
It just sounds like he mad I got a little bag and a lot of money and nobody knows who he is.
But
I ain't gonna speak too much on it. I mean, that shit is over with. Like I was laughing the whole time.
Let's bring in Gronk. We have Rob Gronkowski, who's apparently laughing. This is just quite a party. We got cheers, Gronk.
What's up with it, Gronk?
That was a great answer, man. Deebo, what an answer. Nobody know who he is, and I got a bag of money. He don't. I agree with you. I agree with you. You don't be doing that when people know who you are.
Come on, bro. Like we in the middle of a game, and I get on Twitter on the plane and see you talking. I ain't never said a word to you.
Oh man, I'm with you, man. That's crazy. I got a little question for you too, my man. What are you looking forward to? The Monday night game coming up versus the Vikings and getting back in the win column, or part 2 of beach volleyball at Gronk Beach?
Nah, the beach volleyball was definitely fun though, for sure, man. Even though you ain't tell me all the details, I still, I got in there for you and then had a little fun, man.
I appreciate it. I didn't really know all the details too. That pool was freezing cold. It was like 45
Man, it was
degrees.
too
It was
cold.
like pool volleyball.
It was too cold.
Yeah, the next time it's going to be warmed up. It's going to be 90 degrees.
Yeah,
in that water.
it was fun though. It was a good time. And we won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
I
team
think
lost.
you guys won.
You didn't want to tell them your team lost, did you? Huh?
Nah, we did lose. We did lose. You had Swaggy P though. You had Swaggy P. He's too swaggy to lose.
Listen to him.
I'm just watching just your son react to Gronk. Like your good son could. I said hi. I was like, smut, nothing. He sees Gronk and he's like, Gronk, do all babies just love you?
I mean, I guess so. What's up, little man? What's your name?
Say what's up.
It's Tyshawn.
Say Tyshawn.
Tyshawn, what's up, man?
We eating his little snacks.
Are you gonna be a superstar like your daddy one day? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have you guys
he's
both.
a superstar too.
I'll have you guys both do this since we both have you. We're gonna do a little Deebo download. We do this with Deebo whenever we have him. We just go through some things. We get some reactions. Both of you guys can play along. There's some high school football footage, I believe, of LeBron James. It's being circulated on Twitter. Do we have it? In his prime, do you think LeBron could fit into the Niners offense? You guys, anybody see this? Gronk, did you see this? Here we go.
Yeah, I've seen this. He runs an under route. He catches it, makes a couple people miss. Yeah, see, there you go.
Oh yeah,
He's
get out of there, bro.
around.
Whoa, bro, you gotta make first and tackles, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. It looks like he doesn't want to get hit.
Wow, LeBron James doesn't want to get hit.
Yeah. He took him up top. Yeah, he can fit in his offense.
All right. That was a nice play. The first one was all right, but that one, the fade route, the go route, that was pretty nice, and he reached for the end zone. He can definitely play ball.
We gotta work on that football swag a little bit though, but yeah, he definitely can fit.
He's been
He had some
loving.
nice hair back then too, Kay.
Yeah, he's been loving the commentary lately on the NFL. I love it. I can't wait to hear what he has to say about you guys saying he doesn't want to get hit. How about Greg Olsen? It's tight end week. We're giving love to Kittle, to Gronk, to everybody. But Greg Olsen had the most heartwarming embrace with Christian McCaffrey during the pregame. Deebo, what is going on here?
I think that's a I miss you hug. What you think, Gronk?
They're like secret lovers or something. I mean, look at Greg Olsen's face, man. That's a little bit over the top. I mean, there's something going on that we don't know.
Okay, moving on. Fox gave us this priceless Jameis Winston and Alvin Kamara interaction on the sideline during the Saints' loss. You're good friends, Deebo, with AK. What's this look mean? What does this mean?
I ain't gonna lie, AK probably like, bro, shut up.
Gronk, what do you think?
I mean, I've never really, seen these Jameis Winston memes like in person, but I heard they're amazing. I don't know Kamara myself personally, but I like what James does. I like how he's a big character. It's fun for the NFL.
I love it. Okay, last one for you, Deebo, before we let you go. By the way, you got the Vikings Monday night. Marissa looked it up. You only played them once. I think it was back in 2021. 2 touchdowns. Are we going to best that this week?
I don't know, man. We just go out there and see how it goes. Go with the flow of the game.
Well, we are excited about that one, and it's a big, big game. Gronk's, I'm sure, wishing he was out there in that offense. I'm going to ask you this, Deebo. It's National Tight End Day. Gronk was talking a lot about the tight ends in the league, the Travis Kelce's, the George Kittle, the blocking. What makes Kittle a standout teammate?
Number one, like his personality. Like he has 1,000,001 personalities. Like he's always energetic. He's always happy. And no matter if we, I kind of go back to a couple games that we lost. Like he's always the same. Like he's never going to change. Like he's the energetic guy in the huddle, on the sideline. Like he's just a happy guy.
Anything to add, Gronk?
Yeah, George Kittle is the happiest guy of all time. Every time I meet him, he's always super positive. And I was literally going to say that, and I never even been his teammate before. I bet you, I was going to say, I bet you it's his attitude, his personality, just how much positivity that he brings to the field. And you need that. The NFL is tough, week in and week out, just grinding every single day. Your body's beat up, and then you have a guy like George Kittle always lifting up your spirit. It just brings that much more to the team.
It's beautifully said. Deebo, we appreciate you. We get 100%. We don't want you having any lingering pain. We are obviously cheering for you. Love you. And good luck. Bounce back vibes in Minnesota. Heal up. Bye, Tyshawn.
Thank you. Hey, bye-bye.
Bye.
Later, guys.
Bye, handsome. All right, we'll be back. We got Shane Vereen on the show. Second round pick. Oh, man. What a day. You two cracking up. I mean, I love CJ Gardner. I don't know what's going on. I wanted to get to the middle of that beef. What happened?
I know. How can you get into the nitty gritty with the little cuties?
You can't.
Yeah.
Deebo's the best.
That was an amazing PR move. I was like,
Oh my God, it's so true.
I messaged her on Slack. I'm like, we can't ask him that now. The baby.
I asked it.
I was like, okay, here we go.
But I couldn't tell if he was just telling me that he doesn't know where it comes from, that they've not, or if like, I don't know. It couldn't have been like random.
I feel so. CJ's obviously at home, just like scrolling Twitter during these games, and I feel like he saw that clip, and really meant it more for Trent. But I feel like the fire ended up back on Deebo, and then they just started going back and forth.
Do you mean it seemed like he got on the plane and he just like looked at his phone and was like,
Yeah.
what is this? What happened?
Can you imagine that though?
I mean, he wasn't on our show doing this to Philly.
I know.
In the preseason.
This is classic CJ, and I love this from CJ.
You didn't say that to Deebo and Tyshawn.
Hey, I love a good crap talk.
How much time do we have left in our program?
Who's the surprise guest?
I am so annoyed with everyone. I'm not annoyed that it happened or like it's very funny. It's just that Richard is like, doesn't matter. He's not. The gaslighting is like at an all-time high. All pro level gaslighting. It doesn't matter. Okay. Gronk was. I love when Deebo goes, "What do you think, Gronk?" I was like, "I love that."
I was beaming.
You were.
I was really beaming.
I just saw like a bunch of pink just moving around and yelling.
I have to be quiet.
God,
Wait, I have
that was
something
funny.
to cheer you up.
What?
Washington.
I'm not cheered up. I'm not down in the dumps.
No, I
What?
mean about this week also.
Go ahead. About the. I don't care about
Okay,
the
I have something to
Mysterio.
say.
I just like making Richard upset. Go ahead.
Washington's coming to LA December 17th.
Dun 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 dun
See little
dun.
Sam Howell for Christmas.
Oh, Puka.
Little Puka.
Yeah, I would like me and then Gronk. And then, yeah, let's sell this. Let's make TV magic.
Just got confirmation. It's shivered.
Oh my God, it's too funny. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Shader in a long time. I love him. Deebo, the LeBron thing was great.
Yeah.
What did Deebo say? I forget the.
He's about LeBron.
What was the first Deebo download?
LeBron.
Oh.
And he said you got to break those tackles, Bron. And then he caught one over the middle. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, that's better.
Yeah.
I had not seen that footage.
Yeah.
Back on the Up and Adam show with four-time Super Bowl champion Rob Gronk. Am I just not sitting on the right spot here? What's happening? Gronk, I got to tell you something. I got a big surprise for you.
Who? Who's coming on the show? Who's the second rounder, Kay?
Who could it be?
I happen to guess.
Do we have? Literally, we said we'd hit the doorbell sound like so early. I'll be all over it. Where's the doorbell sound? Oh my God, I'm leaving.
Oh, it's Shane Vereen. What's up, brother? I had no clue you were coming on the show.
What up, big dog?
What up, baby?
Legit
Hey,
stuff.
I was able to watch your little last segment, and I had to go change my shirt because I saw that you were wearing your Arizona bear down, so I got to put on my cow shirt.
Down, Arizona. Details, but
No, easy with all that. How are you, Gronk? What's up, baby?
I'm doing good. First off, I just want to say congratulations, my man. I see you on TV every Saturday. For the college football games, man. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work, homie.
I appreciate you, and congrats on Fox. You're doing a good job, man. You're doing a good job. I tune in on Sundays. Usually on my flight back from covering college football, but you and Jules are knocking it out.
Where do you do your show? Where are you located when you do it?
We're in San Francisco.
All right,
That's where
San
the studio's
Fran.
at. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and then back to Colorado. Let me know next time you're out here.
Yes, actually, my friend lives in the same neighborhood as you. So, do you go skiing?
Oh yeah.
Or snowboarding?
Yeah. Now,
all right, next time I go, I'll always go up the Breckenridge. Those mountains right there. But we're actually going to hit Val the next time we go. But you're going to come with us 100%, man. We're going to rock out on that mountain.
Let's do it. I'm in. Say no more.
Super Bowl champions on that mountain.
Let's
baby.
go. Let's go. There you go. You see
How
it.
many catches
Where is
did
it
you
at?
have in the
There it
Super
is.
Bowl versus Seattle?
Yeah. Say what?
How many catches did you have in the Super Bowl versus Seattle? Like 14, 12?
It was 11. It was 11, I think. 11 or 12, one of those. Yeah.
Bro, you
15. You led
What's
the
that,
team,
Aaron?
Ethan. Okay, so I thought he said 15. Shane, it's great to see you. I love that we're talking Super Bowl. I remember that Super Bowl very well. I walked onto the field with your mother, who was like, she was beside herself, and it was like a dream. But I was thinking about it this morning and having you. And you guys lived so close together. We all hung out in Foxy Town. Shane, what do you miss most about living near Rob Gronkowski? Or with?
No. We didn't live together. We lived next door because I was with Jules and Slate. But I think that's exactly what I miss is just being able to finish practice, finish the day at work, and then coming home and we pick a house, we wander over to other houses, we go hang out and we just chill, maybe play some video games. And so I think that's probably the part I miss most. I mean, even Kay, you were part of some of those hangout sessions as well. I mean, it's almost like the band is partly back together.
It's weird.
Again.
We're missing a couple slot receivers for sure.
Yeah.
I remember. Here's what I remember. I remember there was something that went on that y'all you were playing like Beast Wars with cars, and you would go to the Foxborough Hobby Shop. Do you guys remember this?
Oh yes,
I don't think this is me.
It wasn't you? It was who?
No,
I forget.
It was me and Dola, and we would get these RC cars and then race them. The only problem, and we would race them, but the only problem is we were both very aggressive drivers, so we had them out there. We went and bought them. Of course, we had to do extra, so we bought like the top of the line RC cars, and we were racing them. And within the first 5 minutes, Dola's broke, and then mine crashed into him, and then my chassis broke. So then we had to pay like another $50 to get them fixed. So then we finally get them fixed. A week later, we bring them back out, and literally again within the first 10 minutes, Dola's broke again. And then we were like, okay, we're done.
You guys spent like $1 million at that hobby shop. I remember that. Now, what happened? I don't know if it's Shane or Gronk who wants to tell the story of you guys were out at a social event or something, and Gronk Shane was getting a lot of, he's 6'6". He's on Dumois back-to-back weeks. Like, people spot him, and he was getting bothered. What happened?
So I forget the name of the place. It was in LA, Gronk. I think it was right after we had won the Super Bowl. We were all in LA, and
Warwick, Greystone.
Yeah, it might have been that. And we were up at a little section, and there were stairs that led up to our section where our table and couches were. So there was kind of a line to like get up, and because we can only have so many people in the section at a time. Well, then in walks, and usually when you go out with Gronk, it's like it's a show. Like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people. There's a lot more people looking at you that never really looked at you before. Then you run into dudes and they're just like Gronk, and they're just like screaming. And so, but then lo and behold comes in this unassuming man. He had like a little like Kangol top hat on. Wasn't dressed particularly nice. comes up the stairs and sits across from us. And then, you know, you double glance and it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Nah.
And almost immediately that line that was for us kind of like quadrupled in size and moved to the other side. And it was clearly not for us anymore. It was for Leo.
Gronk, do you remember that?
And then me and Shane were sitting there. We're like, "Wow, we're losers right now. We thought we were so cool, but Shane, we're losers, man. It humbled us right up."
Oh yeah.
We needed that in our life.
We might have won a Super Bowl, but we didn't make Titanic. So, you know, exactly.
We did sink the ship of the Seattle Seahawks, though.
Yes, we did.
Hey, you also seem to have sunken the ship of the Patriots. Y'all left, and not to make it a downer to end it. And Shane, this has been so much fun, and like all love to you, to Taylor, to everybody, your whole family. We got 2 minutes. You each get a minute on the clock here. Shane, I'll start with you for being the guest, the mystery guest. What is wrong with the Patriots, and how do you fix it? You're on the clock.
Oh my God, here we go. This is why I need like cookies next time you bring me on the show.
Deal. I'll get you a race car.
All right, perfect. Yeah, that works. I think it's just, I don't even know where to begin. I think that they need more playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. Something's just not clicking. Both Gronk and I have played in Billy O's system. The new offensive coordinator, he was our offensive coordinator when I first got there in Gronk's first couple of seasons there. And it's a good offense. It's an offense that can score a lot of points. It's an offense that can take advantage of one-on-one matchups. I think the receivers and the offensive skill positions on the offensive side of the ball are not winning their one-on-one matchups. And if they are, they're not winning them, giving Mac Jones enough time to get rid of the ball. So I think it's a culmination of a couple of things. And when you're not able to move the ball through the air, you're going to hunker down defensively on the run. And so it just makes everything that much tougher. So to keep it simple, I would say not winning enough one-on-one matchups on the outside.
Gronk?
Yeah, they stink, and they don't have any dogs. Shane Vereen was a dog. Stephen Ridley was a dog. Amendola was a dog. Julian was a dog. Tom was the ultra dog. So that's what you need. You need a guy that will go out with you, hang out with you till 5 in the morning, then hit the practice field at 7 a.m. with you and absolutely run someone over for you. And that's what we had, and they don't have that anymore.
Absolutely. Wow. He said it perfectly. That's everything I was scared to say. That was perfect.
Shane, you're the best. We love you on Pac-12 Network, as Gronk said, and appropriately gave love. We see you doing your thing. We're excited for this week. And yeah, okay.
Oh, you're going down when we face each other.
I can't wait, baby. Hey, we got to put dinner on it or something.
Hey, we just whooped Washington State 44-6, baby. They were number 19. We're on the way up.
Hey, I hear you. I hear you. Feet is nice. Bye, guys.